1. The test. No one warns you about. No one told him. No book, no video, no coach. But every person on the You Are Rich list, every wallet on the XRP Rich list, they've passed this test. And most didn't even know it was happening. It doesn't start with money. It doesn't care how smart you are. It begins in the shadows. In the mornings where no one notices. In the nights where doubt gets louder than hope. No charts, no applause, no proof that you're doing the right thing. Just you, your vision, and a whisper asking, will you keep going, even if no one claps? That's the test. And that's why it's invisible. Because it doesn't test your account. It tests your identity. Rich isn't something you achieve. It's someone you become in the silence. While the world sleeps. And you keep building. 2. The season of silence. It comes for everyone on the journey. And it doesn't knock. One day you wake up, and the noise is gone. No new news, no bullish hype, no one checking in, just silence. And it stretches, days, weeks, sometimes months. This is the season of silence, where your phone is quiet, your wallet looks frozen, and your belief feels like the only thing still alive. Most people panic here. They think silence means failure, that nothing's working, that maybe they missed their chance. But the ones on the XRP Rich list? They know better. They know this season is sacred, because this is where the average quit, and the future rich decide. In silence. You don't just wait. You build. You listen. You become. Not because someone said you should, but because you've made the shift from hype to conviction. 3. Why most never pass it. They don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they expect the test to feel like success. They want signs. They want progress. They want someone to say, you're on the right track. But this test, it gives you none of that. No green candles, no viral videos, no pats on the back, just the same question. Day after day, will you continue without proof? That's where most turn back. Because the silence feels like failure. The fog feels like being lost. And when the crowd stops cheering, they assume they made the wrong choice. But they didn't. They just didn't know. This part is designed to filter them out. This part isn't punishment. It's protection. Because if you need applause to move, you're not ready to carry wealth. And that's the truth the rich list knows. The ones who need noise never last. The ones who build in silence always rise. 4. The XRP Rich List. Filters with fire. You think it's about crypto? About catching the next bull run? It's not. It's never been. The XRP Rich List isn't made by luck. It's forged in fire. That fire shows up as doubt, delay, disbelief. While others sell at a dip, they stay. While the world screams, it's over, they whisper, it's just beginning. Because they've seen the pattern. They've watched history repeat. And they've walked through the fire before. Burned, but unshaken. The XRP Rich List doesn't ask how early you were. It asks how long you're willing to last. Not how much hype you can handle, but how much silence you can survive. Because real wealth doesn't test your timing. It tests your temperature. Can you keep holding when the market turns cold? Can you keep believing when everyone else walks away? That's the fire. And if you're in it now, you're not failing. You're being filtered. And the flames aren't here to destroy you. They're here to prove you. 5. How the You Are Rich list measures you. You thought it was about how much you held, how early you bought, how big your XRP bag was. But the You Are Rich list doesn't measure wallets. It measures resolve. It doesn't ask, how much do you have? It asks, how long will you keep building when no one claps? Because wealth isn't a number, it's a pattern. And the Rich List watches for it. Not your screenshots, not your predictions, but your habits. The way you show up on boring Tuesdays. The way you move when others freeze. The way you stay steady when fear gets loud. That's the metric. You see, rich isn't what you post. It's what you repeat. In silence, in pressure, in seasons of doubt. So if you want to make the list, stop trying to impress it. Start living like you're already on it. Because the You Are Rich list doesn't accept those who guess their way in. It recognizes those who've already become the type that never leave. 6. The exit ramp is always open. There's always a way out, always an excuse waiting, always a whisper saying, "You've done enough. It's taking too long. You deserve comfort now." The exit ramp doesn't come with a red sign. It comes with logic, with fatigue, with justifications that sound smart, but kill your legacy. You won't hear alarms. No one will stop you. Because this test was never built to block you. It was built to reveal you. Most people walk off the path quietly. No breakdown, no rage, just slow resignation. They sell a little. They skip a habit. They stop checking the vision. And one day, they're no longer on the journey, but they still think they are. That's the danger. You think quitting looks like throwing everything away, but sometimes it just looks like getting comfortable. The You Are Rich list doesn't chase. It doesn't beg you to stay. It simply watches. And the XRP Rich list? It keeps moving. Because the door out is always open, but so is the door through, and only one of them leads to who you said you'd become. 7. The few who cross become unshakable. Most stop. A few keep walking, not because it's easy, but because they've already died to average. They no longer need proof. They don't wait for the crowd. They don't check their phones every dip. They've crossed something inside, a line that most never see. And once you cross it, you don't go back. Because now, you know, comfort was a lie, fear was a mirror, and the only real wealth is the mindset that can't be shaken. These few, they're quiet, not flashy, but their eyes burn with clarity. They don't flinch at FUD. They don't chase pumps. They build while others scroll. They hold when others fold. And the world doesn't notice them until it's too late. By the time the masses wake up, these few are already there, not because of a secret, but because they endured the season others escaped. Unshakable isn't a goal. It's who you become when you walk through fire and come out still standing. 8. Why you must keep walking alone. At some point, they'll stop asking. They'll stop watching. They'll move on. And you'll still be walking. Alone. No messages. No, "I believe in you." No green candles lighting the way. Just silence. And your decision. This is where most men break. Because we're wired to want permission, to want confirmation, to want someone to say, "Yes, keep going, you're doing great." But on the path to the You Are Rich list, that voice has to come from you. Because real wealth doesn't need witnesses, it needs walkers. Men who rise before the world wakes, men who hold when everyone else folds, men who are loyal to the vision, even when it feels like a fantasy. And the truth? No one claps in the middle. No one celebrates steady. No one praises the quiet man stacking XRP until the outcome is undeniable. So if you're walking alone right now, don't stop. That silence around you, it's not abandonment, it's clarity. You're exactly where rich men are made. 9. The moment you realize you already are. One morning, you wake up. No big headline, no massive pump, no one texting, you made it. But something's different. You don't check the price first. You don't scroll for reassurance. You're calm. Because somewhere along the way, you became it. Not rich by numbers, but rich in clarity, rich in conviction, rich in the discipline that built you in silence. The XRP is still in your wallet. The world still doesn't see, but you see. You remember the nights you didn't quit, the dips you survived, the whispers you ignored. And now, without anyone needing to say it, you know, I'm no longer chasing. I'm already living it. The mindset, the focus, the man you had to become. He's here now. You've crossed the threshold. You're not holding XRP anymore. You're holding legacy. And the list? You've already earned your seat. Not someday. Now. Because the moment you become it is the moment the world can't take it away. 10. Welcome to the list. No spotlight. No confetti. No breaking news. Just you. Your wallet, your mind, changed. Not because the world saw it, but because you did. You passed the silence. You stayed through the fog. You walked alone, and you didn't flinch. Now you don't need motivation. You are the proof. You don't beg for wealth. You move like someone who's already trusted with it. And the list? It's not a number. It's not a club. It's an identity, a way of thinking, a way of living, when no one's watching. So here's the truth. You're no longer hoping to be rich. You are rich. In mindset, in movement, in mission. You don't chase XRP. You carry it, like a weapon of legacy. You don't fear the red days. You see them as opportunity. You don't ask, when will I arrive? You whisper, I already have. And for the few who understand that, there's nothing else to say. Just this. Welcome to the list. You earned it. Now lead from it. If this message found you in the dark, don't let it stop here. Subscribe to XRP Today, USA. Leave a comment. What part woke you up the most? And share this with someone who's still walking through the fog. Because the Rich List was never meant to be walked alone.